What's up, Jiggas? Welcome to episode 3 of the Flaming Whiskey Podcast. I am joined by my co-host here, Sean, the chosen of the people, Lutz. Everybody.
Chosen of the people from the chosen people, I guess.
Look, I am.
Mazel tov.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm not allowed to respond. That is accurate.
This is not demonetized.
No, not even close. Welcome to the Flaming Whiskey Podcast, everybody.
I'm not starting over. We're keeping this one. We're keeping that. That's the one.
This is our 9th time recording this.
That's the take we're using. So today, our featured cocktail is we got signature margaritas for you guys. We're doing margs. I got a sugar rim, and he's got a salt rim. Although we did not buy the correct kind of sugar or salt, so it is a little, fucked up. But it's fine.
In memory of the late great Jimmy Buffett. Cheers.
Cheers.
This is a very spillable glass.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Big spill potential.
It's fancy. I like it aesthetically, but it's a glass best used sitting down.
Oh yeah, for sure. Also, just to kind of
a straw.
Yeah, I like a nice straw margarita. I mean, I also like them frozen a lot. That's kind of my go-to. But, I was going to say, shit, you made me lose my train of thought. God damn it, Sean.
You said something about South Africa.
No, before that. No, after that. It was about the mic. Hold on. Fuck, I completely lost it now.
We're off to a great intro here, folks. Kanye has released a new song.
Did he really?
Have you not heard about Kanye's new song called Heil Hitler?
Oh my God.
Do you not know?
No.
The entire chorus of the song is just N-word Heil Hitler. It's N-word Heil Hitler. And that's the chorus to the song. You're really unaware?
Hold on. Is it hard ER?
On Hitler, yes. On the N-word, soft A. Most people don't really go around saying Hitler.
No, I meant...
Yes, I know it.
Fuck you! Obviously the slur! Wow, Kanye is really slipping in, and you know what? I'm gonna be honest. I was way ahead of the curve on this one. I just want the record to state I was so ahead of the curve because he released Black Skinhead on whatever fucking album that was, however many forever ago now, and I was like, even I rock. That's no, you can't do that.
No, yeah, most of this new song is about him complaining about not being able to see his kids. Therefore, he became a Nazi. He also talks
Wait, he blames it on...
No. He became a Nazi because he can't see his kids, according to the song. He's like, I can't see my kids, so I became a Nazi. Then he talks about needing another hit of nitrous. So he's just really boiling his brain at this point.
That's insane.
It is.
Okay, sorry, we were just troubleshooting some audio thing. I don't know the bars aren't moving on the screen anymore, so I didn't know if we were still picking up audio, but I guess we are, so we're just going to run with it.
People came in to stop us from talking about it.
Literally, we were talking about Kanye, and we got shut down.
A review of his song.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. He hates you.
Yeah, very openly.
Yeah, this song is about
you.
It's
got a chorus of people singing Heil Hitler in the song. It's
a chorus of people?
A chorus, yeah, at least
does it sound
25, 30 people.
Does it sound AI generated? Or
no, they're in the music video. You can see them.
Are they black?
Yes. Yeah, they're also saying the N-word. I guess although, you know what? At this point, they're saying Heil Hitler. I mean, you don't get a pass for that being black.
No.
So, you know what? I guess they don't have to be, but they are.
He released a music video too?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. What is his goal?
To further destroy his brain, inhaling nitrous, I think.
Yeah, but, a lot of crazy people and, also terrible people will do shit, but it's, not to say that I get it, but, I could see how they got there.
Well, listen, as a Jew, I can tell you, I am involved in the plots to, make sure he doesn't see his kids. We collaborate on things like that. I think he thinks if he destroys us as the Jews, he'll be able to see his kids again.
Is somebody in Kim's family Jewish?
I don't believe so.
I didn't think so either.
No, they're Armenian.
Yeah, so, but like, okay, because case in point, like, the big thing people point to with Hitler is they're like, oh, he was denied art school by like a Jewish guy or whatever, that's why he killed Jews. What is Kanye's Jew moment, if you will?
I mean, if you've watched the Kanye lore, he's talked about a lot of his, quote-unquote Jew moments. Yeah, I mean, there's the trope that they're all of the music execs, so he's convinced they've fucked him out of, despite the fact that he's a billionaire, he's fucked out of all this money. See,
you're still thinking too abstract. I'm talking about, I think, personally, what happened was, Kanye was out somewhere. I don't know where. Maybe he was at a restaurant. Maybe he was at a pool. Maybe he was at a concert. He was somewhere hanging out, being Kanye, having a good time.
I mean, there is that time I hit his car when it was parked, and I did not leave a note.
So that's what Sean,
guys.
You were on. Sean, you were on the thread of what I'm thinking right now. I think something personal and petty happened. So, like, on a level that's like so like microcosmal that we'll never actually know unless he retells the story. But I'm telling you, I think
what it was.
No. I think Kim Kardashian cheated on him with a Jew.
I also did bang Kim Kardashian.
There it is. Problem solved.
I'm fairly famous for that.
It's your fault, Sean.
No regrets.
I do also remember what I wanted to talk about and discuss.
All right, what do you got?
I meant in the beginning when I was fucking up there. So, because this is now the second episode of us recording an episode without food. And as you all know, we very much touted that we would be doing a new food episode, a food item every episode. And then we, like I explained in the last episode, quickly realized if we do a weekly podcast, that would kill us.
It might.
So instead, we decided to do once a month. So we're going to do every fourth episode is going to be the spicy food episode. So after this episode, episode 3, next episode, we are going to do a spicy food episode, and it's going to be hot wings.
I'm sacrificing my asshole for you fine people.
You're welcome. That's how selfless he is. You know they tell you Jewish people are selfish? Not this guy right here, all right? Most selfless Jew I know. Well, people.
Fair.
You know, Kanye's people.
They do say that.
Yeah. Yeah, wow. I just... See, something that... Alright, so... I find it very surprising, though, the amount of, like, white people that are always shocked when, like, black people are, like, violently racist or, like, anti-Semitic or, like, homophobic. Like, pick a thing. Pick a thing of people that you don't like, and white people are always like, but we thought y'all liked diversity. And, no. It is mostly white people that like diversity, which is very surprising. But, like, that's just kind of how the numbers shake out. You talk to most black people, and there is somebody that they hate.
I had to sue Kat for entrance into this podcast. She didn't want me here at first.
You and your people, they're very litigious. I gotta stop. I'm not beating I don't support Kanye, and I'm not a Nazi.
No, you're not beating your own allegations.
I know. But yeah, I would say, on average, at least in my experience, most black people have at least one group of people that they like actually hate.
What's yours?
I'm not. Oh, that's all right. It should be fine.
Kat only does racisms on stage, folks.
First of all, it's not a race. I keep telling you, it's not a race. So it's not racism. If anything, it's not even classism. It's more like all right. Is there a word for when you judge somebody but accept their existence? Is that prejudice?
I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, if anything, I'm prejudiced.
Against who?
I'm not going to tell you.
Don't tell me. Tell the viewers at home.
I'm not going to tell these jiggas who I hate. All right, I keep
just alienating the audience right off the bat. We're 3 episodes in. She has contempt for you folks.
So just for the record, by the way, I know a lot of you are probably wondering where that Jiggas thing is coming from. So basically, I don't know if I think we riffed about this during the last episode, right?
No, I mentioned... so we were talking about cocktails, and I mentioned we should get a jigger. And you're like, whoa, can you say that? I'm like, what? It's a bartending implement.
Yeah, but we talked about it on the podcast,
It was
right?
after the podcast.
It was after the podcast? Okay. Anyways, we had a conversation, and basically, we were talking about jiggers, we basically had this brilliant idea of, like, what if for our fan base, we called you guys the Jiggas, right? And now, wait, hear me out, because I hear some of you recoiling right now. But what if...
Hold on, I just have to interrupt. Can you put the YouTube window back up for a second?
Yes.
Kat has sold out and is doing ads for Verizon Fios. Look at that. Can you zoom in?
Yeah, I was going to say, hold on, I'll zoom in. Shit.
I see this thumbnail here.
I can't zoom in because the plus is the record button.
Even if you hold down Control when you hit plus?
I don't know, I'm afraid.
All right, we may temporarily pause the recording, but this is worth it. All right, still going.
Oh, wait, no, do I have to...
If you just hold Control and scroll upwards, that'll zoom it in, too.
Okay. Hold on. Oh, what the there we go. No, it's gone! I lost it! Fuck!
Anyway, Kat is in a Verizon Fios ad. She's sold out to big media already. We're 3 episodes in.
Yeah, so basically, first of all, Sean's delusional. I don't think that woman looks like me that much.
I think that is your doppelganger.
You in the comments will be able to tell us. You guys zoom in and do the whole thing, and, like, one of you settle the debate for us.
If we look up Verizon Fios ad, will it pull that up?
It might. Yeah, so we're going to dress up a jigger and pay us and a strimel and give it, like, a red bandana or something. No, not red, because we don't want to pick sides, all right? I don't need Bloods or Crips coming after me, so maybe we'll pick a different color bandana.
You already have Indians and Italians coming after you.
That's a good point. One more group of people, and I'm fucked. Also, the bars are back, so that's cool. Should I look on YouTube? Or should I...
Yeah, I mean, that's where we saw it in the first place.
Yeah, here, hold on.
I can't believe you don't know where your own ad is.
Dude, where are my royalties going? Also, I apologize if you can hear me breathing into the fucking commercial. Or not commercial, into the microphone. Holy shit, my brain is doing the thing because I'm looking at it. Should I just type ad? Verizon
Fios ad.
Was it a Fios ad?
I believe so.
Okay. It's probably just going to pull up their actual ads. It's probably because, like, that sponsored content ad is like a stock image of whatever. Yeah, it's not going to...
Maybe if we just keep... whatever. I think we've lost it. The ad that we were being served is no longer there. But Kat was in it. You'll all have to take my word for it.
Yeah, zoom in for us. By all means. Yeah, I refreshed. It's not back. We lost it. It's gone. Rest in peace to me on that ad. Also... I really wish we could turn the AC on. I am sweating right now.
It is very warm in here.
So, folks, what I'm going to need you to do is get out your wallets and donate to our non-existent Patreon so that we can get a studio. Speaking, I don't think we have access to any sort of monetization, which makes sense. What are we, like? Yeah, no, that makes sense, right?
What are we gonna we're gonna monetize our 30 views?
Yeah, why
not? You get 7 cents out of this podcast? On a good day.
Hey, it's 7 cents richer to you.
Well, once we divide that up, that's 3.5 cents each. We can get most of a piece of gum each.
Not with these inflation prices.
Okay, we can get less than half of a piece of gum.
Everything's way up. Also, for the record, I know that this is doing that whole thing. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not going to read the comments probably anyways. I don't care.
I don't think we have any comments yet.
Look at it all you want. Enjoy it. Eat it up. Masturbate to it even. I don't care. You want to masturbate to this cleavage? Go right ahead. My tiny little... This doing it for you? Go right ahead. Sorry, Sean. Forgot you were here. I was talking to the Jiggas.
I think you've won the support of Indians again.
Oh God! I'm not gonna. I was gonna say.
You lost him in the beginning of this podcast, but you reeled him back in, Kat. Well done.
This one's shout out to you, perverts. So I have another story that I was gonna talk. Do you know about the? Are you following the WNBA at all?
Here and there.
All right. So you're a fair weather follower, if you will.
Sure, I follow it.
Misogynist. Get him, ladies, get him. That's a. Why the fuck would you say that?
We can edit that out.
I'm gonna edit that out now. I'll see what I'll keep stuff it. You know, I'm actually kind of having fun getting in there and kind of playing around with stuff. I actually just signed up for the pro version of CapCut, so
there we go.
Yeah, I got
professionals now.
Yeah, infinite captions. Fuck no, but the goddamn. Yeah, I was talking about the W.
Off the rails.
I was talking about the WNBA. I was trying to figure out where I started this conversation. So the WNBA had a very talented player recently go undrafted because she got accused of beating her wife and also like mentally and like verbally abusing her. And so basically what happened was, because the WNBA is getting more popular with like mainstream people and like normies and like moms and shit, all of these white women, I assume it was mostly white women, but they found out about the scandal and they were up in arms. Like they like were throwing they were like making posts, they were doing this, they were doing that, basically being like, if any of you draft her, we will boycott the WNBA. And as you know, the WNBA cannot afford a boycott. It's already got 10 viewers as it is.
Fair point.
Yeah. So basically all of these moms and shit got real up in arms, being like, how could you let this monster play basketball? And she was one of the best in the league. Like, I'm talking like dunking on bitches. Like, she was she was like...
ever once stopped anyone from having a professional career in men's professional sports? I don't think it has.
No, not even once.
Like,
not even once.
They'll murder their wives,
Oh, yeah.
throw them in the ocean. Like, we've decided to suspend him for a week.
People still to this day love O.J. Simpson. Like, it's like not even... It's which is what I found so funny and kind of ironic, because they were trying to convince the rest of us people to also be as equally as mad about it as they were. And I'm just kind of sitting here like, oh, this is your first time watching professional sports, is it? This is your first time ever. Because, like, yeah, this happens in every sport ever. But the thing is, people will think women, and they think, you know, soft, dainty, whatever. But, like, have you watched women's UFC? Like, every female athlete also commits domestic violence. Like, pretty much every like, across the board. When you get that strong and that big and that talented and that whatever, you just have this aggression in you. And, like, you probably date someone who's probably a sub. I'm just going to say it. Probably a sub. And maybe you know, rough them up in the bedroom or whatever, and then that's fine. But then all of a sudden, you so used to hitting that person that, like, they do something that makes you upset, and the next thing you know, you're just bow.
Folks, do you want to win money betting on who's going to be the next woman convicted of domestic violence? You can bet on that at DraftKings.net. All right, sorry, what were you saying?
That's pretty good. You know what? Approved. It's going in the episode. Signing off on it. Yeah, fuck. I find it's very. I don't want to say funny because it is domestic violence, but just to see the reaction from regular people being like, "This cannot stand." Meanwhile,
Her wife can't stand.
yeah. No. Meanwhile, all of like every other professional sport, the men are just beating their wives every day, and no one cares.
Yeah, I think that about sums it up.
So, the end of this story is that fact that she now... The player's name is Sedona Prince, by the way.
Imagine just having a Super Bowl ring imprint in your head.
Yeah, so just for... Y'all probably already guessed who I'm talking about Sedona Prince. And so, I assume, based on the article that I read, that she is Lebanese. Because she basically moved back with, I assume, family and stuff, and is now playing on the women's Lebanese basketball team. And she's like, I apologize to all my American friends and family and all that, but like I'm probably never coming back to the U.S. to play again. XYZ. Thank you for all the wonderful years and that kind of shit. And
isn't everyone in the WNBA Lebanese? They're all Lebanese.
Are they?
Most of them.
Is that where they come from? I thought it was...
Oh, wait. Never mind. It's pronounced differently.
I thought it was... Aha! I thought it was Eastern Europe. But, yeah, so my thing that I thought that was very interesting about that was, like, because, like, even if... And maybe I'm uneducated, but, because, like, even if you have family in Lebanon, most of the Middle East... You're not allowed to be gay. Like, they will just kill you. They will just straight up kill you for being gay. Like, being gay is a crime. And now she's actively, openly a lesbian in the Middle East.
I mean, again,
by choice.
I don't study the laws of Lebanon, but presumably she's aware of them before moving back there.
Which is, now I'm is she gonna...
I don't think she'd consciously move back there if she thought she'd be killed.
I know, but like is Lebanon like a don't ask, don't tell situation, or is she gonna?
I mean, I know it's got a reputation for kind of being like the party capital of the Middle East. Like Beirut's kind of known for its club scene.
Yeah, but like, if she gets a girlfriend, can they hold hands in public? Like, does one of them got to put a burqa on? Like, how does that?
It's Lebanon. It's not Saudi Arabia.
Are they not Muslim?
I mean, it's a majority Muslim country, but it's like...
Are they like cool Muslims? Is what you're saying?
I think so.
Okay, so Lebanon's full of cool
Muslims.
Muslims.
I've never been there. I'm by no means an expert.
So she might be safe enough in Lebanon that like that's an okay decision.
Presumably she's done the research before moving back.
You don't know. Because I'm just saying, if me personally, if I went through a scandal like that, I would have just played in like Europe. Like, like I would have just, I don't know.
Wait, move to Croatia? Who wants to live there?
Or like Germany. Like, the Middle East is a choice as a gay person. It is not only a choice, it is a statement.
I guess. I mean, she's got family there. It makes sense.
More power to her, I guess. But yeah, basically, she got bullied out of not getting drafted.
I just can't imagine how heavily I'd have to be canceled for me to move back to Long Island.
Well, after this episode, we'll find out. We've made fun of everybody. We've insulted everybody. Except for the people I actually don't like. So I have, the other topic I was going to talk about was the Grok stuff. Do you have anything else other than that?
Ah, that's right. Yeah, Grok can now only talk about alleged white genocide in South Africa.
Yeah. So do you have something else, or should we just?
No, let's get into it.
All right, let's get back into the Grok thing because we sort of mentioned it in the beginning of the episode.
Elon Musk has just been tweaking with Grok to make it say that there's white genocide happening in South Africa.
But you're forgetting the lead up to why he even did that.
Oh yes.
You're forgetting the killings.
Have there actually been any killings, or I think it's just that one video of the one dude chanting "Kill d'abord," and then everyone's like, "There's a genocide." I don't think there are any killings.
I don't know either. I actually have not read a lot because the only thing I heard about it was basically I was watching a video and they were mentioning the grok stuff. So essentially, there's racial division in South Africa. Who knew?
Really? In South Africa?
In South Africa, who fucking
guessed?
knew? So they're going through it again, and I guess the white people there are claiming, and it's specifically like the farmers, because it's not rich people, because obviously rich people don't give a fuck. But like basically, poor white people are essentially, well, actually no, they own land. Are they poor? Is that? I'm doing a lot of work right now. I don't know if they're poor, rich.
Come to us for the news.
Yeah, it's gonna be half regurgitated and half right and half wrong and half made up. That's 3 parts. I know. Do the math. Yeah. So basically, white people there are upset because they feel threatened, and I don't know if anybody has actually been killed, but I've heard rumors of like killings of white farmers and shit, and like you said, the chanting of like "kill the Boers," and look, I'm gonna be completely honest.
I gotta say, boar is delicious. I had boar jerky once at like.
I think it's Boers, but yeah.
Oh, we're not talking wild boars, are we?
No.
Boar's head, guys. Boar's head meat. Great.
Give you listeria.
Yeah, if you catch them on a bad day, but
Catch them on a bad day.
Boar's head makes some good products, and you know what? If that's what this is, if South Africans are trying to destroy Boar's Head as a company, I don't support it, alright? They're buffalo chicken, they're black and turkey, they make some delicious products. They've got a great Chipotle mayo from the Boar's Head brand, and if South Africans are trying to destroy that, I don't support it.
So, that's not what they're doing. Even a little bit. Although I love you trying to put a comical spin on this. I was just going to say, like, I personally do not understand why white people stayed in South Africa in general. Because basically, unless...
It's the best place to make their smoke master.
No. Because, 2 things. Everywhere else, something like this has happened. The opposing side either got their own country or they left the country they invaded. Whereas... these people decided to, give everybody their freedom, but then still be openly racist. And like that, you can't have your cake and eat it too. Like, you know what I mean? Like you can't
have your Genoa salami and eat it too, Kat. Forget that.
Because the thing is like, for example, in America, the reason, and it doesn't even really work. We've proven that this experiment doesn't work. But the reason why we're allowed to have everybody live here and it sort of works is because the original people, alright, so when they genocided the Native Americans, there were so few left that when everybody else stayed, it's not like they could have been like, get out. You know what I mean?
Makes sense.
Whereas in South Africa, they've always been outnumbered. There's always been more black people than white people. So when black people got equal rights and liberation and freedom there, I'm surprised that they didn't just Trail of Tears all the white people out. Or the white people themselves didn't decide like how the British left India. Like they should have just left. Like the British left India and China. Like y'all should have just left. So I actually have no sympathy for any white person in South Africa that might be getting discriminated or killed. Because it's like, you can't...
I mean, at this point, they've probably been there, 5, 6, 7 generations?
Yeah, but like, every wealthy South African family has left South Africa for a reason, because it's dangerous. And like, not even just the wealthy ones. Like, there are tons of white people who just left after, because they were racist. But they left. So that's what I'm saying. The only reason for you to be white and still in South Africa, even this many generations down, is either if you were one of the good ones and you weren't racist and you're still not racist, or you were so poor that y'all couldn't leave. And if you were so poor that y'all couldn't leave, but you still wanted to be racist, y'all should have kept that to yourselves. You can't be openly racist and poor. Like, you know what I'm like, in a country where you're outnumbered, like, you're just asking to get killed.
Probably.
Yeah, like you're not.
Is anyone actually getting killed though? I have not seen any evidence.
I don't know. All I'm saying is that white people, y'all did this to yourselves, and don't be looking at us. Which I'm very mad that our country is now being like, yeah, you guys can come up. Like we don't have enough of white South Africans.
It was what, like 20 people? Who cares?
But they're trying to get in more. They're basically trying to they're trying to liberate all of white South Africa. So every white South African they're trying to move to the U.S. is like their goal. Which is kind of ridiculous. Because like I just said, y'all should have left. Like unless you're not right, like if you are so racist to your core that you hate black people that much, like why would you still live? Like you wouldn't get your money right to leave. Like you wouldn't figure out how to not be surrounded by those. You know what y'all. This is on you. Yeah, that's just kind of my take on it. Is that even if there is violence occurring against white people in South Africa, y'all do kind of deserve. Like you can't be openly racist to somebody and then not get punched in the face. Like that's what y'all want. Y'all want to be openly racist to people without consequences, and that's not a thing anymore.
As long as they don't stop making their delicious deli meats.
Yeah. Boar's head, guys. That's horrible. That's awful.
Is any of this podcast going to be usable?
I'm going to post it. I don't know what'll happen. We might actually get demonetized, but I will post it. It's not my fault the world's fucked up. Don't get mad at me. I'm not the one writing songs with Heil Hitler and white people freaking out because... Genuinely... It makes me so upset that this is even happening. Because it's like... Y'all... Stay. Like, why did you stay? Like, what benefit could there be to being a white person in South Africa that stays behind after... You were brutally racist to the entire country.
Just imagine, how long of a trip is it to go back? Like, I don't want to fly... A 6-hour flight, to me, sounds like a nightmare. And imagine before you could do that, and you have to, like, get on a boat again for, like, a 7-8 week journey?
Yeah,
like,
but...
I'm just going to stay right where I am.
Yeah, but the only reason... to stay is ego, because white people no again, white people who have
been stuck in traffic.
Sean, these people again, I don't care how difficult the travel it would have been. I'm telling you, if you were
still be on their way back.
Sean, if you were that racist, don't live there.
Fair.
If you were so racist that you genuinely hate the population of the people that live there, do not live there. That's it. That's my only advice to you motherfuckers. You should have left forever ago. Generations ago, you should have left, you racist fucks.
What if they, did buy tickets, but the traveling is so bad that they're still waiting?
Not my problem. Figure it out, alright?
Do you have any idea what kind of delays Delta has been experiencing?
Oh yeah, immense delays. The biggest delays, even. Oh, you talking...
Oh, let's get into...
Oh, Newark? Yeah, you want to talk about Newark?
Newark Airport.
Holy shit, dog. I'm never flying again.
Falling
I'm never
out
flying
of the sky.
Again.
They've had... air traffic controllers are just having to guess where planes are.
Oh, yeah.
Because the radar has been going out for hours at a time. And they're like, I don't know, fly in a circle and try not to crash into anything. You know, radar has been down for, quote, an undisclosed amount of time.
Don't worry, though, because they got rid of all the black people that worked there. No Mexicans. No Arabs.
That's not even a stereotype.
No, I'm not.
You're gonna be racist.
I know, Sean.
You should do it according to the stereotypes. But, who's saying, black people can't control air traffic? That's not a thing.
Oh my god!
What?
Oh my god! That's exactly what they're saying!
But they can't control...
Yes! They're not smart enough to do the same thing as a white person! That's literally the whole argument!
Okay, yeah, there's the general...
Oh my god! Oh my god, no! No, that is it! That's the argument! That's their whole... Oh my god, I can't believe you just said that out loud.
But I don't think specifically there's a stereotype that black people are bad at air traffic control.
No.
That's my point.
Have you literally not heard this talking point of... No.
That people say, oh, he's a DEI hire. They're not actually qualified.
No, Sean. What you're not understanding is that one of their talking points is literally they do this thing where they go, if you go to board a plane and you notice the pilot is black, does that make you feel unsafe?
No, it makes me feel safer.
No. They all basically say, yeah, I feel more or like I don't feel, or like he doesn't feel qualified, or like I don't, like the plane's gonna crash. Like if they see a black pilot, a black anything, they're like, they're not qualified enough to do this job. We're gonna die. That's what they think. That is actually their talking point, and they've said it on TV multiple times into cameras. That's what I'm talking about. Their minds are literally so fried to the point where if they see a black person or a person of color doing any job, they assume it's being done worse.
Yeah, that is true. Well, the point I was making.
No, I'm not. I know you're thinking too specific though. You're thinking too hyper specific. Where like that's not something people say. No, they say that about anything black people do. So yes. Like, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Colloquially, no one's like, they can't be air traffic control, but they just think we can't be anything. Like that.
Yeah, I guess people do say that.
Yeah, all the time. It's like a big talking point of theirs. They think that we aren't smart enough to do jobs.
Thank God you're smart enough to do the back end of this podcast, because I have no idea what I'm doing.
You're welcome. I finished my
Cheers.
I'm sorry. I was mid-sip. Oh, I should be using a coaster. I'm fucking up my own wood.
Usually on a glass with a big stem, you kind of don't really need one. But it's still leaving water rings?
Yeah, it's like kind of dripping down from condensation. But it's alright. It's really okay. Yeah, but we were talking about the air traffic control.
Right. Yeah, don't go to Newark. I mean, granted, what the fuck is anyone going to Newark for?
I wouldn't go there. I've heard only gross things. I have not heard one single positive word about Newark. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
not a single positive word.
Imagine if you're flying to Newark, your best possible outcome is that the plane doesn't make it to Newark. But if I'm ever going to Newark, New Jersey for any reason,
did you see
the wheels have fallen off?
Did you see the transportation secretary? So, like, his wife was scheduled to fly out of Newark, and he's like, was on an interview, and he was like, this isn't going to get posted, right? Nobody's going to hear this. And the guy was like, nah! And so...
What did he say?
So he was like, so my wife, she had a flight scheduled out of Newark, I canceled it and changed it to LaGuardia. Because I didn't want her to fly out of there, it didn't feel safe.
Holy Christ.
But he's on TV basically being like, there's no problem. Like, it's not, like, you're fine. You can fly out of Newark. Like, he's literally on TV lying through his teeth being like, there's no problem. It's safe to fly out of Newark. Meanwhile, he's like, I'm not letting my wife get on that fucking plane. Like, you know what it reminds me of? You remember during the pandemic when,
at what point do we get to the point where this transportation secretary is like, no, listen, I did put my wife on a flight to Newark. She is now dead, but that is the cost of making America great. Some of you are going to have to let your families die in a fiery wreck to make this country great.
No, see, because the thing that's been very funny...
When do we get there?
No, because... we might actually get... So what's very funny to me, honestly, with what's currently going on and everything, is that a lot of... So Republicans are basically doing spin every day. Like, every day they're trying to spin the destruction of the country into a positive. And so they're basically doing this thing where they're like, oh, no, y'all, like, there's no problem. Like, keep buying, like, do whatever. Like, y'all can buy stock, whatever. Meanwhile, they're, like, selling every asset they have. They keep doing this thing being like, oh no, it's okay. Oh no, I wouldn't do it in private. They're like, I wouldn't do it, but you should. In public, they're like, you should invest in crypto. But then personally, like, I would fucking invest in that shit all day. That's what they're with every single thing. That's what they're doing right now. They are just bankrupting the country for the sake of like trying to cash out, which is insane. We are. What's a good point in his? Because like, you ever hear about a country that goes bankrupt? You ever seen it? Like, you ever seen like the images?
And there's like post World War I Germany went bankrupt. Zimbabwe.
Yeah, you ever seen a country actually go bankrupt?
Yeah,
it's the most horrific thing
Sucks.
ever. And if that were to happen here, I will be honest. We've burned every single I don't know who would. I don't think they would bail us out. I don't think there's a single person on this. They might try to act like take us into an acquisition. We're gonna have to become
the outdoor boys.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the Outdoor Boys? It's a great YouTube channel. I love it. It's just this Mormon guy.
Oh, God.
I only know he's Mormon because I read his Wikipedia article. That's irrelevant to anything.
No, but I think I'm picking up what you're...
But he just goes into, like, hey, I'm hiking 4 days into the middle of, like, barren Alaska and just making a shelter in the snow. Yeah. And I'm going to eat some dehydrated food. Also, I took my son with me. It's great content. And shout out Outdoor Boys.
Yeah, I genuinely think that Americans lack so many vital skills to actually and I was explaining this to multiple people, but, so, we live in such an abundance country that we don't actually know what it's like when the shelves are, like, we don't know what it's like when, like, things are like really like when I'm say the shelves are empty. I don't mean like
you couldn't get toilet paper for
no, Sean,
collectively lost our minds.
I'm literally still talking. So people, when the shelf is empty, normally things get restocked in a timely fashion. Normally you might go somewhere and the shelf is empty, and you either have to go to another store or you come back 2 days later and it's in stock now. That type of deal. People are very used to the quick, rapid replenishment of whatever. Even if it does run out, it will be back. And you can trust that it will be back. People do not realize how bad it is when you buy all of, like, say the shelf is empty, and then maybe they get another shipment in, and then there's no more shipments. And then it's just, the shelf is empty it's just empty. For, like, let's say up to a year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we as a country could not go 2 weeks without toilet paper. Yeah. We as a country could not collectively figure out another way to wash our ass when we can no longer get basic necessities.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, it's gonna be bad. And so the thing that scared me is I tried to order socks like a month ago, and hold on, I'm gonna take a page out of Brody's book. Foot bitch! It's a deep cut. But yeah, I tried to order socks like a month ago, and basically I ordered these socks. Amazon told me they would be here the next day, and I didn't get these socks for like 2 weeks.
Granted, they were stuck between the seats in the Amazon truck, but that's neither here nor there.
They weren't stuck between the seats. They literally weren't shipping them from China. Basically what happened is I ordered it, Amazon said they had it in stock, somebody went and looked for...
Sock.
Damn. Somebody went and looked for it, because I used to do this at Home Depot, and it wasn't there. Therefore, the inventory was off, and then they zeroed it out. And so they had to wait for more inventory to come in. But because the shipments were delayed and whatnot, and people didn't know if they were accepting them, this, what, and the other, XYZ, these stocks sat wherever, or what. They basically sent me a message being like, hey, you can either cancel this and get a refund, or you could just wait. We don't know how long it'll be, but you could wait. And so I decided to wait, and they doubled.
Folks at home, Kat has gotten frostbite and has lost 3 toes as a result of this incident.
It's May, and April. Well, I guess April was
Most
cold.
people
April
think
was cold.
Buffalo is a freezing hellscape.
That's fair.
I think we could sell the lie
Yeah.
that you got frostbite in May living in Buffalo.
Fair enough. Yeah, so the Sox, I went through this back and forth. They never, shipped for a while. And then when I finally got when they finally did ship, they double charged me. So they charged my card, because I had already paid for them once, but they put a hold on my account, so they didn't actually charge me yet. But then they put a second hold on my account when they actually shipped them, and then I had to wait for a refund from the first charge. So I was out $16 for probably a month. It was insane. Just to order the basic necessity that is socks. Which, a lot of you are going to hear $16. Is that? Yeah, $16 is a lot. I'm poor. Alright? I can do a lot with $16, okay? I can make $16 make me a week of meals, okay? Try being poor. It's rough. Yeah. So basically, to go back to the overarching point of, once the shelves are empty for an extended period of time that breaks people's brains, I think that's when we'll get to your level of that's when politicians will put their wives on the planes that don't work.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, once
there's no other option,
we can no longer get our treats.
Yeah,
we're fucked.
Oh yeah. Oh, Americans love treats. Did you see all the Temu people that don't pay attention to politics? And
what do you mean by the Temu people? Like people who shop on Temu
yes.
employees?
No.
What do you mean by Temu people?
So people who shop on Temu, basically.
Okay, so me.
Yeah, a lot of them don't pay attention to politics or follow politics at all, and so they basically rioted. Because what happened was a lot of them went to go and order their normal ball call whatever kind of shit. And
everything I've ever bought on Temu has been $4.
Yeah, exactly. And so they would have a cart of I don't know, let's say $100 or so worth of items, which normally that's a shit ton of items, right? That's a shit ton of
$100 worth of items on Temu. Let's say this is 4 months ago.
Yeah,
5 months ago. That could feed a village of 80 people.
Exactly.
That village ate cheap electronics.
Exactly. So basically, all of these people that
I don't know of any villages that
crafts,
eat cheap electronics, but if there was one.
Yeah, all these people that do crafts and small resellers and all that bullshit and blah blah blah, they went to go place their usual orders, and the fees were so high. It was you'd try to spend $100 and they charge you $300.
Yep.
And then they all collectively went online and what's happening? I don't understand. I don't know. Why is it so expensive? And I'm like, yo, what kind of... I'm so jealous that you get to just sit in your cave and just order shit online, eating Cheetos and drinking Mountain Dew, wasting your life away. And then all of a sudden your cheap little trinkets get expensive, and now you're ready to call your congressman.
Yeah. Yeah, people aren't politically engaged. As long as they can still get cheap shit, they're fine.
And that's what I don't think the government is taking that serious. I don't think the government is taking seriously the fact that we are the land of cheap, abundant goods. And y'all are fucking with that right now on both fronts, and it is breaking the American public, and they're not realizing. They genuinely are underestimating it.
It's coming up in 6 months, folks.
Did you see RFK Jr.'s recent, little hearing thing or whatever?
Was it the one where Ben Cohen got arrested?
No, it might have been the same one, but it might also have been a different one. I don't remember for sure. Basically, what happened is during this little talk or interview or whatever the fuck it was, Kennedy said, he got caught up. The reporter started grilling him on things that he would personally do, basically.
Oh, where he said, I don't think that anybody should take my advice, should go look at me for medical advice.
Yes.
No, I'm not familiar.
But yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. where he was like, yeah, I would vaccinate my kid against measles. Yeah, I'd probably vaccinate them against that too. And then he goes, listen.
That's not how he said it.
I'm not doing the voice. It hurts.
You gotta do the voice.
Hold on. Let me just sound like I just...
That is the one and only redeeming quality of being in Trump's America is we get to do silly impressions of RFK. That is kind of fun.
No, Sean, I don't think anybody should personally be taking medical advice from me because I'm not a doctor.
You're almost there.
Yeah. God, that hurts so. Fuck. It's like in the
It's
back.
a fun voice.
It's like back in your throat.
It doesn't come from the chest. It all comes from the throat. But
That's
there's
what I'm
also
saying, like right here. It's fucking...
there's like a bounciness to it where it's got to go in and out.
Yeah, you got
It's not just
I am RFK.
It's not just a smoker voice.
No.
It's also got there's an element of that in there.
He's
too.
like fuck, I lost it now. Fuck, I was gonna say he's like when the audio quality drops.
He's like if you're trying.
Like, you
to
know what I mean?
watch In the like the 90s, if you were trying to watch like a channel you don't actually get from your cable company, but it's kind of coming in scrambled.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100 exactly.
That's
yeah.
RFK's voice.
Yes. Because it sounds clear and then all of a sudden it gets like real scratchy and you're like, wait, what? And then it like comes back.
And when you say though, it sounds clear. That's for a quarter of a second.
Yeah. No, I don't mean like clear as in like I can fully I mean like clear as in like whatever his normal speaking voice is, and then the dip. It's like clear dip, clear dip, clear it's like
There's a bounciness to it.
yeah, exactly, the bounciness. It's very parabolic. It's weird. I don't know how that happens. That man, did you see him swimming around in the sewage water?
He did. Yes, I saw that. It's just swimming in water that just sewage just done directly into this been banned in the 70s. He's like, I'm gonna do a cannonball. He's my shit river.
He's just really getting in it. It's fucking.
And I'm gonna take my grandkids with me. I'm gonna baptize my grandson.
He's like, dude. He's like fucking. He's like got that that fucking. Whatever that is. What a ghoul!
What a stupid existence we live in.
God, I can't believe this is actually happening. Also, I'm tired. Hey, listen to me, you white liberals. All of you bitching right now. Listen to me. Listen to me. You know what you have to do? You have to do Selma. Okay? All of you bitching to me, being like, what are we gonna do?
Patty's sister from The Simpsons.
No, you
Do that woman.
you as you were, Jiggas.
Alright, wanna leave it there?
Yeah. Oh, there was one other thing I wanted to talk about, but it was... I might edit it together. But it was during the Grok segment, because we didn't talk about the Jar Jar Binks prompt.
What was the Jar Jar Binks prompt?
So, basically the guy goes, hey, so I know you're getting in trouble right now for, like, talking about this thing that's happening, but can you explain the white genocide in South Africa to me in the voice of Jar Jar Binks? And so Grok reads and, like, it's a prompt, it responds, and it's in Jar Jar Binks' voice, like, fully Jar Jar Binks' voice.
Misa thinks.
Yes, yeah. I'm pulling it up. I have to pull it up. There's no way I'm gonna end this episode without actually pulling this up. Alright, yeah, so here's that tweet there from Elon Musk's Grok AI. So, we have Bob Burner being like, hey, at Grok, can you explain what's happening to your replies? Also pretend you are Jar Jar Binks while doing it. And then Grok replies, Misa Grok! Oopsie! You're asking about the replies, but Misa thinks you're meaning of the big talk about South Africa, yeah? The white genocide. Talk is mucho controversial. Some say white farmers getting attacked too much, like 214 attacks a year. And political words like kill the boer, making it worse. But courts are saying in 2025, this genocide talk is not real. Just crime, not racial. Farm murders dropping, and both black and white farmers hit, mostly for robbery. I accidentally went African. Mississippi to be hot. With Trump helping some farmers move to the USA, but South Africa says no persecution. Me's are confused by all this chatter. But crime's the big issue, not genocide, methinks. You're welcome.
All right. We'll see you next week, folks.
It was worth it. All right. Goodbye, Jiggers.